Collapsing World, Rise of Radicalism is a Hearts of Iron 4 mod where, let's just say, things got a bit spicy. And by a little spicy, I mean everyone collapsed into total chaos. You see, World War I came around and nobody was able to break the other party. Eventually, this led to global revolution in everybody's empire. And if you can't tell, that led to a lot of new nations spawning into the world. So hello everybody and welcome back to Collapsing World. I've done like a couple videos on this mod already, but considering March Modness, we didn't really get up to a lot of new mods. I feel like this would kind of fit into it. Also, it's April. Oh, yeah, there's also like this YouTube bot thing now that tells you like how well and what you need to improve on your channel, and it keeps telling me that I don't tell you to like the video enough. So I'm gonna say at the start of the video now, can you like the video so Skynet stops harassing me? But yeah, we're trying out Collapsing World, Rise of Radicalism once again. I was going to do it in November, but they were just about to do a big update for the UK, which is what we're playing today. So I was going to save it till March, and then March I didn't really get up to too much. We did play a couple mods, but now I'm here. British Empire. Looks a bit different, huh? That's because we've been coup d'etat by the military under JFC Fuller. If you know, you know. I kind of read like a quick blurb of the law, and I think the royal family did go ahead and flee to Canada. So guess what, boys? It's all Kaiserreich. Everything Kaiserreich. So here we are, all that's left of the British Empire. We do still have quite a few overseas territories, but not quite at our peak. One thing in particular is the Commonwealth have gone ahead and left us. That's right. No Australia, no New Zealand, and no Canada. I guess it also isn't too surprising that there's no South Africa in there. But yeah, no South Africa. Joke's on them though, because I still own Somaliland. Now, we don't even have too much of a navy. In fact, what we've got left over isn't exactly, well, striking any fear into anybody. The military and the industry is also looking pretty washed, and we also have to deal with the Fuller clique. That's right, we've got ourselves a clique. Also, this has got to be the most cursed lineup I've ever seen. The Rothschilds doing here. Yeah, we do also get a few decisions here where we have to deal with the recovery after World War I. We can speed this up quite a bit by spending political power, but I somehow get the feeling we're not going to be getting a lot of political power today. Yeah, we are also struggling in many damn ways here with our nation as a whole. In fact, I think this ain't good at all. Now, I've seen no spoilers for this path or exactly where we're going to be going. I kind of feel like, just because I've already seen it, we can do a bit of a cultism, apparently. We've got the esoteric Aleister Crowley, who I did see over here in the factions, so maybe we'll do that. Oh yeah, I also do have a question for you guys. Obviously, I didn't cover a lot of mods and new mods in March Modness there, but that's mostly down to the fact there's not a lot of new big mods in hoiiv 4. And obviously, I do like to do a lot of things on the channel that, you know, that aren't too striking or weird or different. We do a lot of hoiiv 4. Sometimes I'll throw in a different Paradox game. But what I genuinely like to know is what you guys want to see on this channel. If you've made it this far in, all right, you're probably, and paying attention, I should say, not that you've made like 2 minutes into a video, but if you've made it this far into the video and you've left a comment, you're probably somebody worth listening to in the comments section, not just going to post the word rat. So I'm genuinely interested what you'd like to see more of on the channel. Would you prefer more Paradox games, just more weird little mods, even more vanilla hoiiv 4 achievements, stuff like that? I'd love to know. Just let me leave me a comment down below. Do you want me to continue March Modness potentially into April? That'd be great. But anyway, let's play the game. Okay, so I'm not going to pick any path specifically. There are quite a few. Path guide did just pop up. I didn't read any of it. I clicked it away as soon as I realized what it was there. And I think I'm just going to freeball it, you know. We'll see who we end up with. Oh, okay. I remember this happening. So Rockefeller's gone. He was in charge of America, being their president. And now they're led by a chair and a flag. And I know what you're thinking. That chair must be a pretty good president. Well, yeah, no, it turns out having a chair in charge of your country it's not really a good idea. Oh, good to see the Kingdom of Italy has declared war on the Sicilian Mafia. Meanwhile, I'm kind of dealing with this Nigerian insurgency potentially becoming a bit of a problem by deciding whether or not I should give Nigerian princes money. You know what? Sure, I trust you. What could go wrong? Okay, I did just skim to the bottom here and see what's happening, and it looks like we are going to go straight to Hoiiv Island at the bottom, and we have 250 days to achieve victory, so maybe I should prepare for that, actually. Oh, we've teed it on up to 40% stability in our nation, which is good. Might as well ruin it now by going to war with Ireland. So, depending on what happens with our invasion here, it's really going to depend on what path we end up doing. I'm hoping I don't get beaten by the Irish, but we're not exactly in the best shape, so it'd be funny to see, as this is the big catalyst of what will actually decide our focus tree here, but I believe. All right, here we go. I'm seeing green arrows. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, we've secured the landing. I'm pretty sure that means we are going to win this. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to lose it. I'm assuming probably one of the paths, but we do get a thing down here, which is either the Irish disaster or victory against them. And we did it! That also just completely skips all of this stuff up here. I guess I went a bit too quick there. After securing Ireland, and I'm pretty sure also our future here by doing it correctly and not losing, I'm now also going to start rebuilding the Navy finally. Not too sure if we get any Navy spawn-ins or stuff like that, but I'm not going to take that risk with what we're currently working with here. So first off, destroyers. One thing that's always endearing about this mod is it's really interesting to see some of the pop culture references they throw into these focus icons. There you go. Deal the final blow to the rebellion. We have had the momentous task of rebuilding a nation and reconquering an empire. The last thing we need is for traitors to stab us in the back while we are merely attempting to do our jobs. After far too much time and resources spent on them, we can finally put this issue to rest and focus on rebuilding what is ours. Let this campaign serve as a signal to others who wish to rise up against us. Look at the foe to rise up against us today and hold back, living to serve another day. And also, we're gonna blow you up with a giant Death Star. But after ridding ourselves of the resistance that has been built up in our country by those pesky monarchists over in Canada, we can finally get rid of one of our bad modifiers, and it is pretty bad. We have some interesting choices in how we're dealing with the Irish here. We can either blow up their minds or blow up their minds mentally. I guess we will go with mentally. Yeah, if you can't tell, I don't think there's really any good people in this mod. Well, actually, maybe the people of Nepal. I think they're just chilling still. It does look like we have managed to stabilize the regime, which means none of our factions are gonna be more powerful than the other, and we can keep going as JFC Fuller. And from our strong and definitely stable government, we are gonna try to export that rhetoric elsewhere, because I believe somebody is gonna have to bring order to this chaos in the world, and the only thing that can do that is by me going there and shooting people. Nice, so after completing that, we then get the rest, I'm assuming, of our focus tree here. I don't know if this is gonna keep going at any point, we'll see, but this is where we finally go ahead and rebuild our empire. And look at that, I also found myself a hat. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I understand what path we're going if I'm establishing the Ministry of Truth. So one thing I'm immediately working on is actually reforming our industry so that we can build. We're getting up there now, finally. We do also have a debt mechanic in the game. I don't know if any of this stuff matters or works. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I don't know what it is, actually, but well, currently I don't know what it is, but I have been clicking the pay off debt button when I can. Yeah, we're up to 150% right now, which gives us a modifier of 15% of our consumer good factories disappear, and our military construction speed going down minus 15%, which isn't great, so I am spending as much free political power on that as I can. But also, whilst a lot of countries out in the world are actually growing larger, the French did just annex Belgium there. We haven't really grown or moved or really done anything to really fix the chaos in the world. That we're doing the very British thing of just talking about the chaos, saying that we know it's there, and having a little focus group put together to wonder what we can do, in hoping if we just keep kicking the can down the road, maybe the problems will go away. Fortunately, though, I think I'm going to have to break that age-old British tradition and finally make a few decisions here, especially because the Russian Soviet Republic over there just annexed all of Poland. But first things first, let's go ahead and establish a Ministry of Truth. Oh god, you look at that. I don't know if I want to be working with the French. They also just annexed the Netherlands there, and they still hold on to their empire, which I don't know if I like. Also, the German Civil War is still ongoing currently, and also got to give a big shout out to him right now. Love the fact he was that much of a fan of the Minions, you had to get the glasses. I'm definitely gonna go against the French this game. They are far too powerful, far too prominent on the continent and globally. I gotta put it out there. We cannot let them get too damn powerful, especially while we are quite literally teetering on the edge of irrelevancy. Our first act of finding friends overseas, we've re-invited Portugal to an official alliance, and they are now in our faction. We're also going to send one over to the Kingdom of Greece, and as you can see, the Ottoman collapse has been pretty collapsy. Definitely interested in getting over there, I can tell you that much. A lot of good resources, specifically the oil, which we're obviously going to struggle quite a lot with over here. Now it's definitely time for us to begin our Imperial Reclamation. I haven't actually looked where we're going first with this, but we do have a lot of options to begin our re-entrance into the world stage here. Now, British East India does technically still exist. It's just not under our authority just yet. We do get the option in our focus rate to actually bring them back, which hopefully they say yes to, because that would give us a nice front immediately to get back into India. In fact, I think the main thing I'm going to focus on here is getting back into India as quickly as we can here. So I'm going to send the boys ahead straight away. That would be very handy if they do say yes here, and I'm sure Rufus will come to his senses and say yes. Oh, and he did say yes. We also got his army there, so might as well integrate that into ours now. Just change it to our template. Oh, awkward. Our ally, Greece, has just started a fight over in the Balkans there. I'm going to have to say that you guys are going to have to do this on your own, though, because I'm a little busy. In fact, you know, I don't think I need all these troops. I'll send the new guys we just got over there. Okay, don't ever claim I'm not a great ally, boys, because I'm here to support you in whatever the hell this is about. Also gives us a little bit of time to grind out our doctrine just a little bit. I was just off finishing a couple of them, so that has actually pushed us completely over the line immediately. Oh, we've got them on the back foot, chaps. Got ourselves a nice encirclement there. We only need to actually capitulate Bulgaria here to get a peace deal, so I need to go ahead and get all their VPs, to which they have 52 billion of them. And there we go. It was a scripted deal, so I didn't even get anything there. Not that I think I'd particularly want anything, but good to see you just put this guy in charge. So that's like a rare Pepe nowadays. You don't really see that portrait, do you? It's a real good question though. Why have we just put some libertarian socialists in charge, Greece? Why have you done that? I don't get nothing from this. I could actually get the puppet on Albania there, and we also need to capitulate Croatia, so maybe another puppet there potentially. Say, Croatia, you are really annoying to naval invade. You're just a big line. What do I even do with this? You know what, Albania, you're growing larger today. And now we can get back to what we were going to do in the first place, getting India back. You know what? It's time to deploy the rats officially, I believe. There you go, ain't it beautiful? The rats are back. Can I get 52 billion comments saying rat now? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get all these war goals on all these Indian nations lined up, and I'm just going to declare on it all at once. Okay, I think I have them all. Yep, I do. And before I do that, I'm just going to demand Greenland and Iceland off of Denmark quickly. So damn, this is still going on, huh? I think they're actually doing a bit of a pushback from the communists right now. Should probably keep an eye on that, but I'm busy. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Denmark has given in to my demands. Greenland is our 51st step. Wait, hold on a second. Which means it's time to do something real damn drastic. See, peace and order is being brought back to India in a very peacefully and orderly way. There we go. I said it was only fitting that the Indians get their fair, unified homeland. It's just, I didn't mention who they would be unified under. Now, before I go to deal with Canada, which is why we went ahead and got ourselves Greenland and Iceland, I do want to quickly have a pit stop in Malaysia. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a messy naval invasion, but I think we have it. Yeah, so there are some very crucial resources that we need over here. I am going to puppet them and just take them through the peace deal, though, because I don't actually want to deal with too much land over here, especially considering we're having to keep India to ourselves right now. Now we are going to go look at the Canadian issue. Okay, our landing has indeed landed pretty much unopposed. The Canadians do have quite a bit of an army. Nothing huge, but I was expecting something to be on a port. Oh, the French and the Germans have actually done it. I don't think the Germans are probably going to win that one, considering they just got out their civil war. They've decided to fight the French. That's not going to go well for them. As I suspected, being wary of the French was very warranted. They just completely destroyed the Germans in an instant. Well, it's good to know the restoration of Babylon's coming out. Yeah, if you've never played this mod before, it's a little unhinged. Okay, securing Canada was actually easy as anything. On top of that, we do also just get cores on it afterwards, which is a little OP in my opinion. But now we're returning to Africa. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one. We do have our Portuguese ally down there to give us a hand if we really need the land down there. But I'm going to go with the East African gamble and see if we can't reclaim our land. They reclaim our land, re-steal our land. These guys didn't even have an army. I just walked in. Perfect. Another interesting turn of events. The Russian Empire's back. Tsar Nicholas, he's somehow done it. The last time I looked over there, it was looking pretty damn red. Not for long, though. Now, annoyingly, to get Australia back, we do have to go through Indonesia, which is, if you can't tell, a bit of a mess right now. But we did secure it. I've handed it over to Malaysia. I'm sure they can deal with it. And now we're bringing Australia back into the fold. And then I think that's where things are going to get pretty interesting, because I do want to take down the Eternal Empire of Babylon. So it looks like the last few factions we have in the American Civil War here are finally duking out. We got the American corporate government under, well, Rockefeller Jr., and then we got the American Liberation Army under MacArthur, and then just Washington under Big Samuel Hill. Alright, thankfully don't have to invade New Zealand, as they were just a puppet of the Australians. Also loving the New Zealand slander with that one. And we are done reuniting the empire through our focus tree here. We're also going to reopen the penal colony. Sorry, boys. But I'm not done yet. I am not done yet at all. Yeah, there's just a big eternal elephant in the room that I think we need to address, and that's the Eternal Empire of Babylon. And they own quite a bit of land that I would like to get back. Also, more importantly, in terms of global things happening, the Russians and the French are fighting. I want them both gone. So this is good for me. Yes, don't fret, people of the Middle East. We're here, and we're going to make things incredibly worse for you. I've been trying to catch this army so damn long, but I think no matter what they do now, they're either going to get trapped here or here. Oh, yep, there you go. Look at that encirclement. Get wrecked. Just missed that. I just got another 60 divisions encircled there, and I'm just Okay! Alright, we're gonna have to look into that whole eternity part of your name there, Babylon. Okay, why does the Eternal Empire of Babylon have Amtraks? I think that's the first time I've ever seen the AI build them. We're up to 6 million casualties now. A little bit ridiculous, isn't it? The French did get their lines broken through by the Russians, though, and I don't even think I'm actually going to have time to go over there and defeat them myself. I'm just going to have to fight the Russians. Okay, we're redrawing the borders in the Middle East here. Does anyone have a ruler, by the way? Because this could be made way easier. Apparently no one had a ruler, so that's all you're getting. And no point us rushing back to Europe, because it looks like the Russians have done it. Yeah, that's it's going to be a problem for us. I think Russia might just be the end game here. Now, if we are going to go ahead and liberate Europe, and by liberate, I mean dominate, I need to go ahead and decide where we're going to do this. We do have a nice front now on the Russians right here, so I might just ignore the idea of even landing in France or Western Europe. Just ignore that completely and go straight on in. Yeah, but we also do have the other issue now, which is Russian Africa. Yeah, gonna have to deal with that too. Now, we started this game in 1922. It's almost 1938 at this point, so you can imagine in base game hoiiv right now, we're pretty far in. As such, I did look at the Russian unit count there, and I'm sure it's 464. I think I'm more than enough ready at this point to begin what I can only imagine will be hell to send the Russian bear back to sleep. Russia is dangerous land ruled by radical communism. Okay, well, that's not true anymore. Unless there's something old Tsar Nicholas is forgetting to tell me. Oh, Americans of war. Still going on, by the way. No one's won it. I thought it was going to be over pretty soon. I was not planning on doing a naval invasion in Normandy, but there goes the Portuguese, I guess. Good luck. Yeah, the war has begun. I'm focusing on Africa at the moment just because I feel like this is probably going to be an issue if I don't deal with it. And then we will start our push against the absolutely ginormous Russian army. For no reason, submarines are broken in this model. Maybe they're just broken for the UK because I can't actually put any torpedoes on them. The only thing I could do is put mine lane tracks. I don't know if it's something that's broken with my game or not, but yeah, they're useless. So I'm actually doing my surface raiding instead, and yeah, it's working okay. I'm trying to just get as much supply out of Africa as I can. Africa is on its last legs from what I can tell. The convoy raiding is actually doing incredibly well. There's no supply over here at all, which is what we want, and now I'm beginning the push. I don't know where we ended up with the Russian troop estimate. Okay, well, the minimum 660, so that's great. I'm sure it is all completely fine, though. We are just overrunning them really easy here, though, just because they had no supply on that front line there. It's all fun and games now, but I imagine as soon as we start running into places with Russian supply, it's going to slow down quite a bit. Cleaned up Africa nicely. The rest of the Russian forces were encircled down there. It means I can bring this other army to help in actually the main part of the battle here. Also, just because I can, gonna go ahead and send a special present to the French. Second critical failure. Hold on a sec. Wasn't anything personal, but now it's definitely incredibly personal. I definitely think this was the plan to go about it. I don't know exactly how I've ended up minus 7k in support equipment, though. One of our huge objectives has just been met. We've split the Russians off from Europe. Now we're going to make sure that we take one of our armies and just push all the way west. Technically, we could just ignore this. None of them are actually major powers. They're all puppets of the Russians. We can just focus on capitulating the Russians, but I'm going to keep moving just for the fun of it. Europe has been liberated. It looks like Russia will soon follow. I've also... Oops, forgot I was sending that. I've also sent the other army now back on over. We're going to get them capitulated and free this world. Oh, well, my game just froze for like 30 seconds there with that capitulation, but there you go. I don't even know where to begin here. You know what I do? We're just going to annex everything, and that's what we're doing, because, you know, if anything, I think this mod probably needs like the Kaiserreich system of peace deals. Not like the scripted ones, but the aftermath where you do things through like events and decisions and stuff, because oh my god, there's just too much crap in this. And by crap, I just mean land. Like, too much damn land. Too many random little warlords, too many random factions, and it gives me a headache. Oh, that's in the peace deals, by the way. It gives me a headache in the peace deals. I think next time I do this, I'm going to put on the tool set or whatever, so I can move stuff around. Oh my god, I just undid everything. No. I'm going to put the tool set on so that I can actually just switch stuff around if I need to. Australia was still alive? Oh, I guess they released them in that one province France owned. Okay, thank you, Russia. I attempted to do something here, but yeah, it's just... It's pretty bad. But nonetheless, I think we are definitely done here today. We've made ourselves one hell of an empire out there. Look at that Greenland all over the damn globe. The empire has truly reached its peak, and I'm assuming it will definitely stick around, right? I mean, we've also set up all of our puppet governments in Europe, conveniently also ran just by the exact same man, apparently. But yeah, that was Collapsing World: Rise of Radicalism. Fun to come back and have a look at and give the British tree another go. We have reformed our British Empire, and it's better than ever. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe down below, and let me know about the question I asked earlier about what you guys really want to see on the channel. Would you still like to see a whole load of modded stuff, you know, vanilla? What's your favorite? I want to know what you want to watch. But yeah, goodbye.